Well, hi, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to Brooklyn Dodgers Baseball. We're coming to you from out here at the park, and you'd better keep your windows closed. It's been raining here for a while. McCarthy's been talking this over with the ground crew. They're playing games in both dugouts. Their record now: 1-1. This is the third of a three-game set. The Dodgers have won 1 and lost 1. The Dodgers take the field here in the first. Let's see. McCarthy has set his opening slate. Camilli at first base. Herman at second. Reese the shortstop. Vaughn at third. And the outfield. In left, it's Medwick. In center, Reeser. And over in right, Walker. Owen is behind the plate. And today, the Phillies will try to solve Davis, who comes from the right side. Good control. He will be facing Phillies starter, right-hander Walk. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Trio will start it off here on the first. Right-handed hitter to face Davis. A sure hitter. So far, 1 for 10. He's stolen 1 base. The batter stands in. Davis gets set to work on him. Now the delivery. A bouncer back of second. Fielded by Herman. He throws in time. 1 away. Next batter, Boa. A steady hitter. To date, batting 2 for 10. Larry ready. Owen crouched down now. Now the pitch. Slow bounder to the right side. Camilli to his right. Scoops it. Flips to Davis. Just in time. 2 outs. First inning. Schmidt gets set to face Davis. Looks for those extra bases. To date, 4 for 7. 1 homer. 2 ribbies. He's walked 3 times. Schmidt ready. Davis looking in at the target. The pitch. Schmidt hangs out a frozen rope. Left field. Medwick charges in for it, but he'll have to short hop it. And Schmidt has himself a single. McBride is the next hitter. A sure hitter on the year. 2 for 9. He's walked once. Davis gets set to pitch. He delivers. Punch to the left side. Vaughn is over. He cuts it off and throws to second. Out. And the side is retired. For the Phillies, nothing across. 1 left. Phillies, nothing. Dodgers coming up. For the Phillies, overall, they now stand at 1-1. In the league, they're 4th in batting average at .231 third. In home run with 2. Third. In runs scored, 3rd. In slugging, tied for 1st. In stolen bases with 1. 4th. In on-base percentage, 2nd. In ERA at 1.35. The Phillies take the field here in the first. Get your scorecard. Defensively for Philadelphia. Rose at first base. Trio at second. Boa, the shortstop. Schmidt at third. The outfield consists of Luzinski in left field, Maddox in center field, and McBride over in right. Boone is behind the plate, and on the mound for the Phillies, the right-handed Walk. All right. Reeser will get it started for the Dodgers. He bats from the left side. Pete can hit. On the year, 4 hits in 10 trips. He's walked once. Catcher ready. Walk comes to the plate. swung on, smashed toward the gap in right center. Maddox is racing back. Hits over his head, off the wall. He's chasing it down. Reeser hits second on a full steam, and he puts on the brake. The coach is holding him up. Double for Reeser. No outs. First inning, one on. Here's Reese. You don't want to let down with him. So far, 1 for 6. He's walked once. Lightning down at second. Walk is on the slab. Checks Reeser at second. Walk working on Reeser to hold him close. He doubled to lead it off. The pitch. Reese sends this ball airmail to left. Luzinski lopes after it. Should be easy. And he makes the catch. Reeser is tagging, but they're holding him at second as the throw comes in. The next Dodgers batter is Camilli. He's a left-handed batter. Runner on second, one down. You can't afford to take him too lightly. To date, 1 for 8. He's walked once. Reeser at second can fly. Camilli gets in there. Walk on the rubber. He shakes off the sign. Again, he shakes it off. Now he has one he likes. Checks Reeser at second. Reeser stretching his lead. The pitch. Camilli goes out and gets it. Long ball. Down the left field line. Curving. Curving. Is it or isn't it? The ump signals home run. And opposite field, a 2-run blow. Dahl cuts around the bases. He loves a trip downtown. He's greeted at the plate. So they collect 2 on the Camilli homer, his first home run of the season, and the Dodgers go ahead by 2-0. First inning, and Camilli now has 2 runs batted in on the season. Walker is the next hitter. A trusty bat on the season. 1 for 8. He's walked once. Boone ready to receive. He lets one go. Upstairs with a fast one. Walker doesn't offer. And that's ball number 4. And Dixie will get down to first. Now coming up, Medwick. A trusty bat on the year. 1 for 9. Walker with decent speed. Medwick steps in. Right-handed walk goes to the set position. Space on the right. He comes home, line toward short, just out of reach. Luzinski is chasing it. Walker is rounding second, but the third base coach is on the job, and he puts on the brake. As the throw comes in, Encho has himself a single. One out, 2 on, first and second. It's now Vaughn to bat. Vaughn, recently known as a solid hitter. So far this season, 3 was 9. Walk focuses in on the target. The pitch. On the ground to deep short. Boa can't get there. It's through for a base hit. Luzinski running in. Still coming. Walker is around third. Medwick is around second. They're waving Walker in. Walker scores. They're holding Medwick at second as the throw comes into second. So Vaughn with a ribby single, and the Dodgers now lead 3-0. That's Vaughn's first run batted in of the season. Right-handed hitter Owen gets set to bat against Walk. The Dodgers have 1 gone, 2 on, first and second. You don't want to pitch carelessly to Mickey. To date at bat, 1 for 9. Owen gets in there. Walk prepared to work. The runners take their lead. The pitch popped high to the right side. Trio drifts back. Infield fly called. He's under it and makes the catch. And the runners hold. Here's Herman to hit for the Dodgers. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. He's earned his reputation at the plate. To date, batting 2 for 6. He's walked twice. Herman relaxes himself at the plate. Walk looking home. The pitch. Skied high to the left side. Boa is drifting back. He's under it. This should do it. And he makes the catch. For the Dodgers. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They leave 2. And they have the upper hand. The score now stands 3-zip Dodgers as we head for the top of the second inning. Luzinski, Maddox, and Rose due up for Philadelphia. Luzinski to lead it off. Not in there for his bat so far this season. 2 hits in 10 trips. 1 homer. Owen ready to receive. Now the pitch. Popped up. Owen scrambles near the stands. It's playable. And he makes the catch. 1 away. Now at bat, Maddox. You don't want to let down with him on the season. 1 for 8. He's walked once. Davis focuses in on the target. Now he comes home with it. That's high and deep by Maddox. Reeser is on the run. On the run. It's starting to tail away from him, and it drops in. Maddox is headed for second. He's at a second ahead of the throw. We have Rose coming up to hit, batting left against Davis. 1 away. Maddox standing out at second. He has the talent to do some damage so far this season. 1 for 7. He's walked twice. In the box now. Davis poised. Maddox at second takes a big lead. And now the pitch. Ground ball to Vaughn. He gloves it. He'll go to first. And gets him by a stride. And Maddox moves to third. Boone to hit. The Phillies have 2 down. Maddox at third. Boone not strong at the plate. So far at the plate. 2 hits in 7 trips. He's walked once. Davis now set. Davis watching Maddox at third. Here's the pitch. Fly ball left field. It's playable. Medwick playing him just right. And he's got it. Phillies gone. For the Phillies, nothing across. 1 left. They had a chance but could not convert. The score is still 3-zip Brooklyn as we go to the bottom of the second inning. For Brooklyn here in the second. Davis, Reeser, and Reese. Pitcher Davis to lead it off. Hurt taking his first at bat of the season. Walk is ready to fire it in. He wheels and deals. He goes the other way. Down the line. It's playable. McBride got a good jump. He stabs for it. And he's got it. 1 down. Now Reeser to face Walk, left side batter. He's your leadoff hitter. Reeser waiting for Walk. Pitcher Walk eyeing Reeser. Now he's ready. Walk to the wind. Reeser blasts the drive to right center. It might have the distance. It rattles the wall. Maddox plays the carom. Reeser is going for 2. Here's the throw. And Reeser pulls into second with a long double. That's his second double of the game. For Brooklyn, 1 out, 1 on. Next up, Reese. Reese now ready. Boone sets up. Reeser extending his lead. Walk delivers. There's called third strike right down the pike. 2 away. Here's Camilli to hit for the Dodgers. Batting left. 2 gone. Reeser down at second. Camilli gets in there. Boone crouched down now. Reeser stretches his lead off second. Now the pitch swung on. Base hit left field. Luzinski is after it toward the gap. Reeser is well around third. They're waving Reeser in, and he scores. As the throw comes into second, Camilli holds it first for a single. So the single drives in one, and the Dodgers add to their lead. It's now 4-0 ball game, and Camilli now has 3 runs batted in on the season. Walker is the next hitter. And here comes Phillies manager McCarthy. He's asking Walk for the ball. Coming in to relieve Walk is Nose. So Walk is yanked early. He goes only an inning and 2/3. He yielded 4 runs so far on 6 hits. A homer, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He's responsible for the runner. He can only lose it. For Nose, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. He'll try to hold him to let the Phillies get back in it. Nose takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Catcher Boone sets his target. Nose comes home. Walker pops it up behind the plate. Boone moves under it, and he's got it, and the side is retired. That'll do it for Brooklyn. A run on 2 hits. There were no errors. 1 left. They helped Davis a little. We've played 2. Dodgers with the edge, 4-0. Nose, Trio, and Boa due up for Philadelphia. Nose to lead it off. Dickey taking his first at bat of the season. Right-hander Davis ready. Davis fires it in. Breaking ball, bounce past Davis. Reese is over. He stabs for it, makes a pickup, and throws Nose out by a step. 1 down. Now coming up, Trio. Davis focuses in on the target. Davis winds and fires. Base hit right field, and Trio is aboard with a single. Boa getting ready to go. Boa waits. Right-hander Davis goes to the set position. The offering to Boa. Boa swings that it's lifted to right. A routine chance, but Walker, he gloves it. That's the second out. Trio is tagging, but he won't test his arm here. Schmidt comes up the bat. Davis prepares to come home. First baseman Camilli perched right in front of the bag. Davis brings it to the plate. Schmidt pounds it on the ground. Herman stops it on 1 hop. Shovels to Reese for the force. Side retired. The half for the Phillies. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. The score is still 4-0 Brooklyn as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. For Brooklyn, it'll be Medwick, Vaughn, and Owen. To get it going, Medwick. Catcher Boone sets his target. The pitch comes in. Upstairs with a fast one. Medwick doesn't offer, and Nose gets the call. He's out on strikes. 1 away. Now at bat, Vaughn. Vaughn takes his stance. Nose gets set to pitch. Nose fires it in. Line drive base hit to right. McBride fields it and throws it to second. A clean single for Vaughn. Archie with his second hit in this game. Next up, Brooklyn hitter Owen. Boone set. Here's a pitch from Nose. Grounded to first. Rose fires to Boa for 1 and back to first. to complete the double play, and that retires the side. For the Dodgers, no runs, 1 hit. After 3, Dodgers up by 4. Well, folks, the sky has darkened again. Here comes the rain. The umpire is calling time. And they're calling them in. For Philadelphia, it'll be McBride, Luzinski, and Maddox. McBride leading it off. Davis gets set to work on him. The pitch. Swung on. Hot smash to Herman. Just out of reach. And McBride is aboard with a single. Luzinski, bat in hand. Luzinski takes his stance. Davis prepared to work. He lets it go. He pulled the string. Strike 3 call. 1 down. Next batter, Maddox. Maddox waiting for Davis. Davis prepared to work. McBride well off first. Here's a pitch. Maddox swings. That it's lifted to right. A routine chance, but Walker. He gloves it. 2 gone. McBride is tagging, but the coach holds him at first. Phillies hitter Rose. Davis focuses in on the target. The pitch. Bouncer to Herman. He flips the Reese at second. And they get him. Side retired. The half for the Phillies. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. Dodgers still with a 4-run lead. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Dodgers will have Herman, Davis, and Reese here in the 4th. Here's Herman to start it off. Boone crouched down now. He brings it in. Can't find the strike zone. That's ball 4. And Herman coaxes a walk. Davis getting ready to go. Right-hander Knowles ready. Big hole on the right side. Herman not wandering too far. Infield drawn in a few feet. Here's a pitch from Knowles. Off-balance swing. Missed. Strike 3. 1 away. Reese is up next. Now Knowles ready. There goes Herman. Knowles deals. Punch back to Knowles. It's off his glove. Reese races down the line. No play. Herman holds up at second. Third. Safety for Reese. Now at bat, Reese. Knowles will go to work on him. He delivers. Way off the plate. That'll be ball 4. And a free pass for Reese. And the bases are loaded. Camilli walks up. He bats left. The Dodgers have 1 gone. Bases jammed. On the season, Camilli has 3 runs batted in. Knowles will go to work on him. Infield back at double play depth. The pitch way off the plate. That'll be ball 4. And a free pass for Camilli. And that walks in a run. And the bases are still loaded. And the Dodgers now lead 5-0. And Camilli now with 4 runs batted in the game. Here's Walker to take his swings. 1 out. Bases loaded for Brooklyn. Knowles is ready to fire it in. Phillies playing for the double play. Here comes a pitch. Nose. Misses. Ball 4. Walker will go to first. And that walks in a run. And the bases are still loaded. The score now 6-0. 1 out, 4th inning. Bases jammed. Medwick gets set to face Nose. Medwick steps in. Right-hander Nose. Ready. Infield back at double play depth. The runners take their lead. Nose with the pitch. Chopper in front of the plate. Boone charges out. He'll go to first. Then he gets him. But the run scores. And the Dodgers add to their big lead. The score now 7-0. That's Medwick's first run batted in of the season. Now at bat, Vaughn. Batter up. Nose prepares to come home. The runners take their lead. Nose delivers. Hit in the air to left field. Luzinski is over. He's there. And he takes it in. And that retires the side. For the Dodgers. 3 runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 2. They are now clobbering the Phillies. Dodgers stop 7-0. Boone, Nose, and Trio to bat next. Boone leading off the 5th. You don't see Bob taking many pitches. Davis focuses in on the target. The pitch is on the way. That's batted to the right side. Camilli fields it. And he runs to first ahead of Boone. 1 away. Now coming up, Nose. Davis will go to work on him. Phillies skipper McCarthy walking down the bench. McCarthy is yanking Nose. Unser will bat in his place. Matt's left. He shoulders the bat. Heads out. Nose pitch 2 1/3. The game for Nose. 3 runs on 2 hits. Unser up there. Unser ready to bat. Davis looking in at the target. Davis winds and fires. Spanked sharply to Vaughn. Brutal bounce. The quick throw across the diamond. Got him for the second out. Next batter, Trio. Pitcher Davis eyeing Trio. Now he's ready. Now he comes home with it. Cut on, a topper out front. Davis has it, goes to first in time for the out. Davis sets them down in order. Dodgers stop 7-0. Owen, Herman, and Davis coming up. Lurch is coming on in relief for Philadelphia. For Lurch, this is his first appearance. He's a southpaw. They'll give him some innings. Owen starts it for the Dodgers. Lurch takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Batter ready. Left-hander Lurch ready. Lurch with the pitch. Line to short, and he's got it. 1 away. Now coming up, Herman. Left-hander Lurch ready. The pitch. Swung on, smashed toward the gap in right center. Maddox is racing back. Hits over his head, off the wall. He's chasing it down. Herman hits second on the full steam, and he puts on the brakes. The coach is holding him up. Double for Herman. For Herman, his first double of the season. Davis is the next hitter. Lurch comes set. Infield looking for the bunt. Quick move to the plate. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 2 down. Next batter, Reeser. Boone crouched down now. The pitch comes in. Reeser gets this one in the air on the infield. The shortstop Boa drifts over behind second base to make the catch, and that's out number 3. That'll do it for Brooklyn. Nothing across. 1 left. Dodgers still with a 7-run lead. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Well, folks, the sky has darkened again. Here comes the rain. The umpire is calling time. And they're calling them in. The big hitter is coming up against Davis. Two, three, four. Boa, Schmidt, and McBride. Boa leading it off. Larry, not a slugger. Davis focuses in on the target. The offering. Fly ball right center. Reeser on his horse. But he won't get there. It's off the wall. And Boa is into second easily. For Boa is first. Double of the season. Next up, Philadelphia hitter Schmidt. He already has a hit in this game. Davis is ready to fire it in. Boa stretching his lead. He doubled to lead it off. The pitch. Grounded to the right side. Camilli knocks it down. He's up with it. Boa rounds third. But he's quickly back, and Schmidt is on at first with a single. That's Schmidt's second hit of the game. Now at bat, McBride. McBride waiting for Davis. Davis is ready to fire it in. Infield is back. Davis comes to him, and McBride jolts it. This ball is tagged deep to right center. Walker and Reeser are looking up, way up, and out of the old ball yard. A 3-run dinger. So McBride has his first homer of the season. The Phillies have 3 runs, so the Phillies answer back, but it's still 7-3. Brooklyn, and McBride now has 4 runs batted in on the season. Luzinski, bat in hand. Luzinski knows how to get on base. Batter set. Davis prepared to work. Davis delivers. Luzinski gets this one in the air on the infield. The shortstop Reese drifts over behind second base to make the catch. 1 down. Phillies hitter Maddox. You don't see Gary on much. He's a free swinger. Now Davis ready. The pitch. Hit hard toward the gap in right center. Reeser is racing back. He won't get it. It's off the wall. Reeser chases it down. Maddox cruises into second. That's his second double of the game. Rose up there. Davis gets set to pitch. Davis looks back at Maddox on second. He brings it in. Can't find the strike zone. That's ball 4. And Rose coaxes a walk. And that's the first walk issued by Davis. Philadelphia now sends Boone to bat from the right. The Phillies have 1 out. Runners at first and second. Bob is not a slugger. Davis poised. Davis now. Smashed hard at Camilli. He scoops it up. Over to second for 1. Back to Camilli at first. Double play. And they get out of the inning. For the Phillies, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They leave 1. They score, but still trailed by 4. Dodgers leading by 4. 7-3, and we'll go to the home half. Lurch will now face the Dodgers. Artillery, Reese, Camilli, and Walker. Reese leading it off. Reese not looking like a threat. Pee-wee waits. Lurch prepared to work. Here's the pitch. Half swing by Reese. The pitch was low. Did he hold up? No. Reese will grab some pine. One away. Here comes Camilli to take his cuts. Lurch gets set to work on him. The pitch. Hot smash. The trio takes it on one hop. Over to Rose at first. 2 away. Walker coming up. Lurch is ready to fire it in. He comes home. Walker jumps all over it. This ball's headed for the corner and left. Short hops the wall. Luzinski plays it cleanly. The play will be at second. Walker slides, and he's out. Perfect throw, and they get him. 3 away. Score without a single for Walker. Walker just doesn't have the wheels for that. For the Dodgers, no runs, 1 hit. Dodgers still leading by 4. Lurch, trio, and Boa to bat next. Here's Lurch to lead it off. Batter set. Davis staring in, ready to work. Phillies skipper McCarthy walking down the bench. You can mark pitcher Lurch out for the Phillies. McCarthy not letting him bat. Moreland will pinch hit for him. Bats right. He grabs a bat. Walks confidently before the crowd. Lurch pitched 2 innings. The game for Lurch. No runs on 2 hits. Moreland will start the 7th. Batter ready. Davis will go to work on him. The pitch comes in. Line to right, down the line. Fair or foul? Foul. A souvenir for the fans in the stands. Strike 1. Moreland stands in again. Davis will go to work on him. The pitch. Routine grounded to second. Herman scoops it. Flips the first. Bad throw. But Camilli gets his foot on the bag. 1 away. Trio is now up. Right-hander Davis ready. The pitch. It's deep to center, way back. Reeser is racing to the track against the wall. And he makes the catch. 2 away. Here's Boa coming to the plate. Boa takes his stance. Owen sets up. The pitch. Boa cues it on the ground to short. Reese is there. That'll do it. The throw. In time. 3 away. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway through the 7th. After 6.5, it's still 7-3. Dodgers. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me up to the ball game. Take me up to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back while it's root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out at the old ball game.
For Brooklyn, it'll be Medwick, Vaughn, and Owen. Reed is coming on to pitch for the Phillies. For Reed, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. Medwick starts it for the Dodgers. Some power. Reed is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Medwick takes his stance. Pitcher Reed eyeing Medwick. Now he's ready. He wheels and deals. Swung on, smashed toward the gap in right center. Maddox is racing back. Hits over his head, off the wall. He's chasing it down. Medwick hits second on a full steam, and he puts on the brakes. The coach is holding him up. Double for Medwick. Second safety for Medwick. Vaughn up there. He's already delivered 2 hits in the game. Very little power. Boone crouched down now. The pitch. Loop to right toward the gap. McBride is after it. Spears it on one hop. Medwick rounds third. The throw comes into Rose, and they're holding Medwick at third. That's Vaughn's third hit of the game, and that's the Dodgers' 12th hit. Now coming up, Owen. Owen is 0 for 3. Batter ready. Reed prepares to come home. Infield back at double play depth. And a pitch. It's looped toward short. Boa is backing up quickly, and it drops for a hit. Maddox feels it. Medwick scores. Vaughn is rounding second. The strong throw comes into Boa, and they're holding Vaughn at second. So Owen with a ribby single. It's now an 8-3 ball game. Now coming to bat for the Dodgers, Herman. Batter up. Reed set. Reed now. Slice down the right field line. Will it stay fair? Yes, it's in play. McBride is after it. Vaughn scores. Owens rounding third. The throw comes into Rose. Herman then standing with a double. And they're holding Owen at third. So the double scores 1, and the Dodgers add to their big lead. The score now 9-3. Here comes Davis to take his cuts. Reed focuses in on the target. Infield deep. The pitch swung on. It's blooped to short. Boa leaps. And he's got it. Flips the trio at second. Double play. Owen hugs a bag. Here's Reeser coming to the plate. Reed gets set to work on him. Reed delivers. Reeser lifts a lazy pop fly. Schmidt drips back into left and brings it down. Side retired. For the Dodgers, 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 left. So they extend their lead. The score is 9-3 as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Brooklyn will now face the heart of the Phillies lineup. Schmidt, McBride, and Luzinski coming up. Schmidt will start the 8th. Schmidt ready to bat. Davis will go to work on him. The pitch. Hot smash to Herman. Takes it on one hop. Over to Camilli at first. And there's one away. McBride is the next hitter. Davis gets set to work on him. Davis now. Routine grounder to second. Herman scoops it. Flips to first. Bad throw. But Camilli gets his foot on the bag. And that's the second out. Next up, Philadelphia hitter Luzinski. Batter up. Davis poised. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. The throw to first. And he's out. 3 away. So the Phillies go down 1-2-3 after 7.5. It's still 9-3 Dodgers. Reed will now face the Dodgers artillery. Reese, Camilli, and Walker. Reese starts it for the Dodgers. Reed poised to the plate. Misses the strike zone. Reese handles to first. Camilli's up. Reed will go to work on him. Reed comes home. Hit to Buzinski in deep left. He's chasing it down. He's at the warning track, and he makes the catch. One down. Reese gets back to first. Now coming to bat for the Dodgers, Walker. Catcher ready. He comes home. Grounded to second. Trio has it. Over to Boa for the out. Back to Rose. Double play. The line for the Dodgers. 0-0-0. Dodgers over the Phillies. 9-3. For Philadelphia, it'll be Maddox, Rose, and Boone. Maddox leading it off. Catcher Owen sets his target. He comes home. Slow roller toward third. Vaughn has to rush his peg. And he gets his man one away. Next batter, Rose. Davis looking in at the target. The delivery from Davis. Hot shot to the right side. Herman to his left. Tipped off his glove. He's after it. And Rose is safe at first. Herman picks up an error. Now coming up, Boone. Now Davis ready. Davis kicks and deals. Swung on. One hop at a second. Shovels to Reese for one. Back to first. Yeah. Two for the price of one. The Dodgers have won it, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of McCarthy. In the end, the Dodgers were a wrecking crew. Score 9-3. Here's the line for the Dodgers. 9 runs on 14 hits, 1 miscue. They lead 7 for the Phillies. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. And they lead 5. Davis gets his first win. His record now 1-0. Walk takes his first loss. His record now 0-1. So that winds up this 3-game series. Dodgers take the series 2-1 for the Dodgers. Overall, they now stand at 2-1. The Phillies overall 1-2. Bye for now, everybody. This is WAPBA and Ernie Harwell saying so long from Brooklyn. Final score: Brooklyn Dodgers 9, Philadelphia Phillies 3.
All right, guys, let me check my levels here. Make sure you can hear me for a few minutes. I'm not going to take this too long because Steve's in for an arse kick in here soon. And let me see. Where is my mic working? Is my mic working? Yep, there it is. Cool. All right, nice. That's always tricky. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So glad you enjoyed our little daily baseball that we do. So sorry about last night. And yeah, so priorities. Yeah, so I was on the phone with a certain person for a while, but for like all night. But it is what it is. So welcome in, Aaron Reed. I was while the game was going on, I was looking for a contact number for APBA. So I'm gonna give them I'm gonna send them an email. And hang around a little bit. We get to know you. Who knows? Maybe we can. Be a good guy and do a quote-unquote giveaway of the game for you, because I'd like to to get it. You're a baseball fan. I understand you're, visually impaired. But it might be kind of fun to sort of research what things might be out there because I know, that there's a lot of really cool tech out there. And my master's in education turned down 2 doctorates in it, and so part of going through the whole process was learning, right, the technology for those, either maybe visually impaired, hearing impaired, others that are dyslexic, or I'm also a musician, so there's also Dismusica, right? There's all kinds of things out there. So hope we'll see you come around the channel again, and maybe I'll have some promising news for you. Besides, I want to tell these jokers to get the word out because you're the second person that didn't realize this was still available. Most people are thinking this is a relic from bygone days, when in fact it's great, and they just I'm not sure if they released the 2022 season yet. The only caveat is that for anything after 1997, if there's a surname in there that Ernie didn't read in from, Total Baseball or wherever they had him read, it just uses the player's first initial, so that can be a little bit jarring. But all in all, I mean, there's not that many sort of exotic names, at least yet, in baseball. I think that's going to change. But anyhow, I do want to apologize to you guys for missing last night. But it was kind of sort of necessary, I suppose. So, all right, yep, okay. So Steve says he's going to be tied up. So guys, I also put the link in the chat for Steve's channel, and I'm going to do it again. So there it is. Do subscribe to Steve's channel. Just superb content. Listen to his on Digital to Dice. That's with Dave Gardner and Ron Juckett. Listened to that yesterday. So Steve talking a lot about the baseball files, but also for the lesser sports as well. And hopefully Dave Gardner, who's kind of like the hockey guy in the community, will be maybe be a good consultant for him in terms of the hockey files. So for you hockey fans out there, who knows, man? Steve's going to get motoring on that, and he's going to forget all the baseball fans. Just kidding. But it was really, really a good broadcast, and what I really liked was how gobsmacked both Ron and Dave were at the magnitude of Steve's work. I mean, because Steve was talking about how and remember this, guys, too, as you play these league files in an Action PC Baseball, Steve inputs each player, right? So there's not like some automated process. So when you look at the size of these, let's just take just the 5-year franchise files. Oh my God. I mean, it's an insane amount of work, which is why I do want to start. I want to put up a baseball website, but there's also going to be I do want to do a PayPal donate thing to Steve so that we can shoot a few simoleons his way, as it were. So want to welcome in Aaron. I think this is his first time visiting the madness, and was talking about the length of games. So have a game, a head-to-head coming up against Steve Tate. If not, this would have turned into a marathon. We're trying to, someday we will break the record for the extended version release of the Return of the King, right? The third of the Lord of the Rings movies, which clocks in, I think, at 4 hours and 20 minutes. I don't think we've ever gone that long yet, but we will. One of the reasons my channel is so small is because my streams, they go super long. And people say, "Oh my God, will he shut the feck up already?" He's kissed the Blarney Stone too many times. Let's see, what do we have coming up? So Cousin Ken, apparently, I'm not really quite sure what's going on, but we'll figure that out with Diamond Mine Baseball. I suspect he downloaded an old league that just needs converting, which I'll do for him. Show you guys how to do it. If you are a Diamond Mine player, it's always a good idea to keep your current version and one previous version installed, because unfortunately the way Diamond Mine Baseball works is if you get, so like right now they're up to version 12, and I have version 12 and version 11, And the reason being is because a lot of the home brews out there are in version 10 format. So I've got to sort of load them into version 11, convert them, then put them into version 12 and convert them again. So I suspect that's what's going on. And also, I'll give a little tutorial on how to use the organizer, because that's the heart, that's the soul. That is everything you do in Diamond Mine Baseball is the organizer. Robbie says, I told him how to convert, but I think he's saying there's no players in it. Yeah, I'll have to find out what the file is, download it, and look at it in version 12. But I can get that information. So what else? So yeah, so in Baseball for Windows, so today I used a new that I've never used before, new micromanager, part of the Hall of Fame manager. So this was Joe McCarthy managing these teams today. McCarthy, of course, managed for the Yankees, for the Cubs. Actually, be reverse order, Cubs then the Yankees. By all accounts, just didn't like Babe Ruth at all. McCarthy was a real hard-nosed manager, but one of the great managers of the game. Of course, the Dodgers absolutely dispatching the Phillies today. But I think I'm going to bring in a contemporary also of McCarthy, and kind of just sort of, just experiment with these managers. It was a lot of fun. Instead of using Johnny McCoy today, it was cool to use Joe McCarthy. For this game, I created a Negro League file, and at some point, and I don't know whether Steve is going to run for the hills on this, but I sort of want to talk to him about how, I might be able to work with stats that I've gotten for this game to put them into Action PC for the Negro Leagues project that MV and I want to do. As most, if not all of you know, there's two other versions of the Ned McGreevy League, besides the one that we created in Action PC Baseball. And Robbie Wartburg has recreated the league in Diamond Mine Baseball, and hopefully will be resuming that project. Clinton Parks, and so major kudos to Robbie, and then extreme kudos to Clinton Parks, and only because Clinton Parks is doing it in cards and dice, so he carded everybody, all those players, and he's using that in conjunction with Ballstat, Digital Diamond Baseball, as far as for setting lineups, things like that. So that was huge work by Clinton, and of course great work by Robbie as well. So I think those guys deserve major applause for their efforts. Yeah. Let me see. Steve says, I'll ping you into Discord in about 10 minutes, so I better turn that on then. All right. So I'm going to ask who you play whoever you want, man. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. So, yeah, but we'll talk in a few minutes here. I will turn on the Discord. I'll be turning off this broadcast in about 5 or 10. So just trying to catch up, see if anybody has anything they want to talk about, contribute. I still want to set up a time with a few of you guys, or just, some night I'll just fire up StreamYard and get a few people on here. Again, to talk about, I'm really excited about doing this, why you love baseball. I know everybody's itching to get another McGreevy League in, or I would do that chat tonight, actually. But who knows, maybe we can do both, depending upon what time I can get on. But I do want to do that, because I think it's just something, I'm sitting here looking over at a lot of the baseball books I have, and I'm seeing Bert Solomon's mammoth baseball timeline. And that's one of those books where, of course, you can read it in order, right? It's a great history of baseball and what was happening outside of baseball as well. But it's right, it's one of those books where you just open it to anywhere, any season, anything, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's a hernia-inducing book. But and just get lost in it, and I find that with that you're reading it, and it doesn't even matter. I mean, whether you're right. I mean, none of us here were around in 1920 or 1960, or well, some of us were. I guess some of you were around in 1960. But the point is like you're back there, and there's something about reading baseball reference sources and things like that, or as Steve has talked to me about, and he talked yesterday on Ron and Dave Gardner's, I guess it's actually Dave Gardner and Ron, so it's Dave's channel, about looking at the backs of baseball cards and being mesmerized by the stats. I still am. I still am. And I mean, while we have Baseball Reference, there's times I'll grab Total Baseball or the all-time Stats All-Time Baseball Source Book or whatever, and just get lost in the stats because the stats tell such a story. Yeah, so good stuff. Selections are the 1907 to 1911 Tigers, the 34 to 8 Tigers, or the 71 to 75 A's. Can't decide. Arnold Hunter coming in says he purchased baseball for Windows. Nice, Arnold, sweet. So for Arnold, Steve, anybody else, let me know. I can make up some stuff for you. It wouldn't be stuff that APBA sells, but if you watched my tutorial on how to use Advanced Draft, you pretty much be able to create anything you want. So let me know. I do want to find an inexpensive, if I can, web provider. But in the meantime, what I'll do is I will put up some things that I made for Baseball for Windows, and give people access to. I'll let you know, like on Google Drive or something like that. So stay tuned. And welcome to the craziness of Baseball for Windows. Nice. So yeah, new base. Robbie Wartburg wants to preach to everybody over there. Steve can't decide. Does anybody have a? Well, let me see. I'm trying to think back to my D&D days. So here's what you do, Steve. You have 3 teams, right? So you could roll a D6, right, and just assign. Like, so it'd be like 1, 2, 3, and then repeat 4, 5, 6. So roll a d6. I think it would be fun to play to stay in era and play the Red Sox and A's, because you're talking about 2 superb teams. I think the A's a bit of an edge on the Red Sox, but I think it would be fun. Clinton says 34 to 38 Tigers. Gas House Gang would even be better. One of my favorite teams, yeah, the 1930s Cardinals. I just picked up a book not too long ago in the Gas House Gang that I can't wait to jump into. It's a beautiful day in the Commonwealth right now, so I'd rather be vicariously playing baseball than reading it. But yeah, those Cardinal teams are tough, fast, good mix of power and incredible speed. And and you face the Dean brothers. Good God. Right? I mean, because Daffy Dean, right? Paul, he was no slouch. He won 19 games the year that Dizzy won 30. So, and then who else do you have on there? You have Tex Carlton on the Gas House Gang squads. Oh my God, Ripper Collins, Joe Medwick, whew. And the Cardinals are my second favorite National League franchise. When the Pirates usually faint and we get close to the postseason, then I root for the Cardinals. Great franchise, the St. Louis Cardinals. He's going to make it a surprise, but it's going to be one of those 3 teams. All right. I'm going all out American League. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to play an American League team. I'm going to manage an American League team. This is a first for me. I don't know. I'm breaking my cherry here, lads. Breaking my cherry. Managing an American League team. Yikes. I have to learn to roll with the times now, because there's nothing about the National League that's unique anymore in baseball now that we have the dreaded DH. Ugh. So, I don't know. I guess I have to change my National League ways. I never thought those words would pass my lips. I'm going to manage a junior circuit team. I know I'm honking off you American League fans. Oh my God. But one of the signs of the apocalypse would be is if I would ever manage a Yankee team, which just ain't going to happen, guys. It ain't going to happen. I ain't managing any Yankees. Yeah, I love Ruth, Gehrig, Mantle, and those guys, but I can't stand that organization. So, bah. Oh my God. So the Oakland A's. And okay, so the Oakland A's of 1971 to 75 against the 75 to 79 Red Sox. So guys, why don't you come on over to Steve Tate's channel? I'm going to go ahead and close this down. because I've got to fire up Discord and stuff. This is not up yet. And watch Steve get an arse kicking. So the first time we played head-to-head, it was the Pirates file 88 to, Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's 88 to 92 Pirates. And you played the Giants. So in other words, it was basically his Giants team was including that great 1962 Giants team. And it was Juan Marichal, Doug Drabek. And actually, it was a close game. Giants did win 2-0, but Drabek pitched a tough game. Smelly Wrestling Geek comes in and says, Giants have always been my favorite. Great franchise. Great franchise going all the way back to the earliest days, and you had back to Amos Russi, Christy Mathewson, Rube Marquardt, Joe McGinnity, then into the Carl Hubble era, Ross Youngs, Travis Jackson, and then, Mays, McCovey, and on through the present day. Giants, great franchise. They really, really are. So, yeah. So, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. And Arnold Hunter, a new adopter of baseball for Windows, and Steve soon to be. So, cigar for these gents. Yeah, I'd love to do a 30s matchup down the road, and we're probably going to have to fight over the... No, you're a Tigers fan. So, Steve, what about a little rematch in the 1930s? What do you think of the Cardinals and Tigers? What do you think about that, mate? So we could do that down the road. All right, well, I don't want to hold up Steve because I've got all bloody day. But Steve's got other things to do and all that. We want to get this game in, and it'll probably run kind of long. So, yep, everybody's on the way. One more time, here's the link to Steve's channel. And please, I'm not doing this so that you can come hear more of my crazy voice, but subscribe to this channel. It's awesome. All right, my thanks to Smelly Wrestling Geek, to Steve Tate, to Robbie Wartburg, to the Professor Clinton Parks, to Arnold Hunter, to Aaron Reed, and I hope we see you back again, Aaron. I really do. It's a pleasure talking to you today. We'll see what we can figure out for you for APBA. I do want to give those clowns a call and say, wake up to Cousin Ken Castro. We're going to help him with Diamond Mine Baseball later. And I think, and thank you to the Sex Bots. Thank you for coming in today. Promptly booted by Robbie and myself. So that was nice. And that's it. So, see you guys around the batting cage in a few minutes. We'll be up and running soon, as Steve says. Until then, see you guys hopefully this evening, and see you over at Steve's channel in a few minutes. Take care.